Hey everyone, JJB here, welcoming you to another episode of Race for Ratings, the series where I try to reach and maintain a spot in the UK top 10 BattleSpot singles ratings. So we're going to go straight into it here. We've got ourselves an opponent. As you can see on the screen there, we're using the same team as in our last video, so if you missed that, make sure to go back and watch it. It was a great game, the second match in that battle. As you can see on the side of the layout here, we are 2 for 2 at the moment. Sorry, 2 out of 2, yeah. So it started off really well, hoping to carry on building on that momentum in this episode. So our opponent here has got Tapu Lele, Heatran, Salamence, Mimikyu, Jellicent and Umbreon. I'm going to go for my standard Breloom lead here. I know it didn't really work too well in the first two matches. Breloom went down early and the other two members had to carry it. Spoilers there, but make sure to go back and watch. It was a great game. What are we seeing? I like Gyarados. Gyarados is good here. It's Intimidate's going to be really useful for a couple of the mons in his team. Mega-Metagross. Dragonite. I like the Dragonite. He's got 2 fairy types though. Still, yeah, maybe not the Dragonite. I'm reluctant to go for the Lele again, otherwise I've used the same 3 mons for 3 games in a row. But really, I think the Lele's a really good call here. Yeah, we're going to go Lele. Sorry guys for bringing the same 3 each time. Well, I'm hoping I'm bringing the same team of 6 to the first few episodes, at least maybe the first 3, and then swapping the team around from then on. Unfortunately, it just seems like Gyarados and Lele are too useful for just to not bring. The Scarf on the Lele and the Intimidate on the Gyarados are huge factors here. So he opens straight off here with the Salamence. It's interesting. We've got the Sash, we've got the Spore, he's got the Intimidate. So the question is, has he brought the Bulu to absorb the Spore? If he has, do we go for an offensive move to try and do some damage? Or maybe a swap of our own here actually to put some pressure on that Bulu. We've got the Sash though. If we go for the Spore and he stays in, then we get Salamence to sleep. If he switches out into the Bulu, we don't lose anything, we'll still have the Sash. And we can just take the game from there. The only downside will be that we're at -1 attack. I've clicked Spore. He does Mega here, which is fine by us. We're guaranteed to take a hit. I wonder what he's going to go for, whether he's just going to set up. He goes for the double edge. So he's going to do huge damage to us, bring us right the way down to our Sash. He did get a crit, which didn't matter. I think we'd have got there anyway. Take some recoil damage, which is great for us. So we get him to sleep. This is good. This is kind of where Breloom shines now, because our opponent's asleep. They're either going to stay in or switch out, obviously. They're the only 2 choices. See, Rock Tomb here is super effective against the Salamence. But if it does switch and we connect the Rock Tomb on the incoming Mon, it will get its speed lowered, which just means that it's that much more susceptible to our other Mons being able to take it out on the following turns. So he does stay in. He has got the Intimidate up against us, which is a good thing for him. And we get the Rock Tomb off. That lowers his speed. I'm just going to stay in here with the Breloom. When it's down at its Sash, it's not altogether too useful. It does carry the priority, but if we bring in the Lele at any point and get up that terrain, the Mach Punch is redundant. It can't be used. He does get another turn of sleep here. That really sucks for him. It's great for us. We get a Rock Tomb off. It's going to bring it right down to a really low range here, where a Mach Punch should pick up a kill. Rock Tomb's, it's 95% accurate here, this is the thing. It's a better move to go for generally, just in case he does want to try and preserve the Salamence and bring in something else. I think after 2 speed drops we should outspeed the Salamence here. I think we click Bullet Seed. We outspeed. Bullet Seed will do some good damage to whatever else comes in. should he go for a switch. He doesn't go for a switch, that's fine. We should pick up a kill here with Bullet Seed. If we don't, I'll be livid. We don't. Oh my goodness. Does he survive? Oh man. Breloom, what are you doing to me? He stays asleep, so the terrible misplay there actually pays off. We're just going to go for it again. It's 100% accurate. And we do get the kill there. So a 3 hit, which is generally the average for Bullet Seed, would have taken out the Salamence. Would have made me look less stupid. But it doesn't matter now, it's all done. So he's got the Mimikyu here. Mimikyu can just go for the Shadow Sneak here to kill us. We click Spore here just in case. He might want to predict us to switch out, potentially, and try and set up a Swords Dance, which he doesn't do. Fair play to him. That would have been the real risky move, predicting a switch there. So Breloom is down. We're going to go out to Gyarados. We get the Intimidate off on the Mimikyu, which reduces its setup capabilities a tiny little bit. We can also try and threaten him out here if we bluff the Mega and bluff the Mold Breaker. He might be tempted to swap out the Mimikyu here to preserve its disguise. As you can see from the layout down at the bottom, Metagross is our Mega for this team and not the Gyarados. I'm just going to go for the Waterfall. He could bring in the Jellicent to resist it. He doesn't. This is fine. Is he Z-move Mimikyu? That would be he's Trick Room Mimikyu. Just like the last match, it's Trick Room all over again. Oh man, see, looking at his team here, he's got some real threats under the Trick Room. Umbreon, Jellicent and Heatran are pretty slow mons, so chuck them in a Trick Room and they become very, very scary indeed. Same problem as we had last game as well. We've brought our Scarf mod, so he's going to be extra slow in Trick Room. So it is Z-move Mimikyu. He's got the Twinkle Tackle. I think that was the animation for the Fairy Z-move. I think Gyarados can take a hit here. We did get the Intimidate off to reduce the Mimikyu's attack. No, this is such a terrible animation. Didn't even touch me. Right, so it did a fair chunk of damage. Enough where I'd be concerned about a Shadow Sneak if I didn't have the leftovers. But to be honest, I don't think he can... Well, he doesn't need a Shadow Sneak, does he? He can just go for a Play Rough or a Shadow Claw. Play Rough's got a chance to miss. Shadow Claw I don't think will get the kill. It is weaker than Play Rough. He lands. Does it kill us? No, we survive on 8 HP. Get the Waterfall off here, which is great. So that's a dead Mimikyu. So the game now really comes down to what his last mon is. We get some leftovers recovery here. Not that it really matters. I'm sure whatever he brings in next will get the kill. Our Lele's got quite good coverage. It's carrying the Psychic, the Shadow Ball, the Moonblast, and the Thunderbolt. Nothing that the Heatran is weak to though. So we know from the last game that I didn't see the air balloon on the Heatran here, so I'm wondering whether I preserve the Gyarados, try and stall out the turns of Trick Room here, and bring it in for an Earthquake at the end of the game. I could be being really stupid here. I didn't see the air balloon. We're going to risk it. A Waterfall will do significant damage anyway. I don't expect the Lele to be able to do too much, even if we did let the Gyarados go down. So I think this is the best way of going about it. Get the Psychic Surge up. It doesn't matter. Goes for the Lava Plume. Hopefully we can take this with above 50%. We'll take it really well. Okay, well this is good. So a couple more turns. There's one turn of Trick Room left, which is great for us. that means that this Heatran will become slower than our Gyarados. We should be able to break any balloon if it was there this turn with our Tapu Lele. So it's looking all round like a pretty good turn for us. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball. It's not resisted. We've got a chance to get a special defense drop for what it's worth. If our Lele survives this next hit as well, we actually should get 2 turns to damage this Heatran. We get a burn here, doesn't matter. So we get a hit off now with the Shadow Ball. If there was a balloon, it's broken. He's leftovers, that's fine. As long as we've got the Gyarados there to bring in and hit him with an Earthquake, we're looking in pretty good shape. So the dimensions return to normal. We can go for another Shadow Ball here. I don't think Heatran gets access to Trick Room itself. So the Shadow Ball here is just serving to get some extra damage off on this Heatran. Don't want to switch in the Gyarados because it will die. Get a special defense drop here. And he goes for the substitute. So that special defense drop could have come in clutch there then. I think that might make it so that our Shadow Ball does enough damage to break the sub. He has got a chance here to just stall us out for burn damage though. If he can get a sub up for our Gyarados coming in, we're in big trouble. So we're just going to click Shadow Ball again. We're scarfed, got no choice. He's going to go for the Protect. He's stalling out the burn here. That could have been a problem for him though, because if we survive there, that's fine. The burn damage will bring us down, but I think another turn of burn will kill us. If we can break the sub for this next turn, yeah. So if we break the sub here, we bring in Gyarados. Gyarados kills with an Earthquake. So the Heatran's, yeah, it's not going to go down here. So does the Shadow Ball break the sub? That's what this all comes down to. Fingers crossed. Takes damage, and it does fade, which is perfect for us. So if he goes for a substitute here, yeah. It's a great play by him, to be fair. Had in my head that he was just going to straight up attack me, but why would he? Substitute was obvious. I got way too ahead of myself. Oh, too excited. Weirdness disappears. It's fine. In comes Gyarados. Gyarados, I really doubt Gyarados can take a hit on 18 HP. We get the crappy Intimidate off, which doesn't even do anything through the substitute. I'm just going to click Waterfall. There's nothing else we can do here. We're guaranteed to break the sub. He should just go for an attack here and kill us. Goes to the Lower Plume. It connects. Do we survive? We do not survive. So Gyarados here goes down. That's a clutch play from that Heatran carrying the substitute there. The burn on the Lava Plume there really helping him out as well. If he didn't get the burn on the Tapu Lele, he would have been in big trouble. So unfortunately that is our first loss of the series of Race for Ratings. Hopefully it's not dented our rating too much. Let's see what we're sat at now. We're not going to save any battle video or anything like that. No. Yes, it is okay. And we're going to continue battling. We're going to get one more battle in for this episode. Oh man, that substitute. So we've dropped back down now to 1521. 66.66666 win percentage. It's not too bad. We get another guy from Japan with a rating of 1524. So roughly around the same as us. He's carrying the Breloom of his own here. The Breloom, Mimikyu, Rotom Heat, Lantern, Aegislash and Gyarados. I'm going to go with my Breloom lead here because Breloom blocks his Breloom and lets us potentially put something else to sleep if he doesn't lead with the Breloom or doesn't bring it. Oh man, I hate Aegislash. Aegislash is a real problem. I like Gyarados again. The Intimidate on things like the Breloom, the Mimikyu, his own Gyarados, and the Aegislash is too useful not to bring. Tapu Lele is not looking as good here. He's got the Mimikyu and the Aegislash, which both carry priority, which is super effective. Dragonite's pretty good. I'm liking Dragonite, to be honest. The one downside is the Will-O-Wisp from the Rotom Heat. We're bringing 3 physical attackers, so if that can get off a couple of Will-O-Wisps, it does dent us quite a bit. Downside is our only other special attacker that isn't Lele is Ninetales, which isn't going to do too well against the Rotom Heat anyway. So yeah, I think I've talked myself into bringing the Dragonite. We are packing the Dragonium Z just to try and do some huge damage to something else that wants to come in to face it. If it's the Rotom, hopefully we can pick up a kill with that, if it's not a defensive variant. I don't really know what Rotom Heat tends to do, to be honest. If it's weak to rock, it's weak to water, it's got quite a few weaknesses. Now what's going on here? Okay guys, so we had a communication errors there, so I've just logged back onto the battle spot. We're going to search again for another opponent. It's really frustrating there. I was looking forward to that game. They had some good mons. So yeah, we're going to try and find ourselves another opponent here. Try and squeeze into this episode. It's a communications error, and it has unfortunately gone down as a loss against us. So it has dropped us back down to 1505. Oh man, that's devastating there. So we've had 1 battle this episode, but made 2 losses from it. Man, that's tough. Really, really unfortunate there. Oh man. So we're back down to 50%. That's okay. We've still gained from the start of the series, where we started on 1500. 1505. It's not too much better, let's be honest, but it's I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than going down. Hopefully we can pick up a win here to end the episode on. Hopefully some good news to leave on. Man, we're lagging again for finding an opponent. If it goes on too much longer, I think I'll just cut back in when we find someone. Oh, and as I'm saying it, they pop up. A rating of 1539. 1539. 1359. So let's have a look. They're bringing the Salamence, the Buzzwole, the Koko, the Crobat, the Sceptile, and the Lele. I'm liking Ninetales as the lead here. Super effective damage against the Salamence, the Crobat, and the Sceptile. We can set up an Aurora Veil. We've got the Light Clay there, so that will last for a good few turns. I can't see him killing us in 1 hit if we're able to get that off, to be honest. I like the Dragonite. I quite like the Metagross as well. I think we're going to go Metagross. Metagross can... it's got super effective moves for the Buzzwole, both of the Tapus, and the Crobat. So he's looking pretty strong here. And then what do we think for our third? Gyarados has got the Intimidate. You can set up some Dragon Dances, sweep through quite a few mons on his team. As can the Dragonite as well, to be fair. I like the Dragonite. The Dragonite does not carry the 4 times weakness to that Koko either, so I think we're going to go with that. Well, at least we're bringing 3 mons that we've not really brought yet in the series. So we'll see how they perform. So in comes Pokemon Trainer Shadow. So we've got Ninetales out here. It's probably my favourite Alolamon, I reckon. Right up there with the Marowak, at least, anyway. We do get the Hail Up. If he's got any sashes on his side, they will be broken, which is good news for us. Gets the Electric Surge up. I think we can take a hit. Although I don't know, Coco's pretty fast. We're fast as well. I don't know if he just flat out kills us here, to be honest. I'm going to go for him. We're going to go for the Aurora Veil. We do outspeed. We get the Aurora Veil up. I'm wondering here, was his rating 1359? That's the lowest I've seen. I don't know if he'll be EV trained or IV trained necessarily. Not going to judge though. He could just have had some a series of communication errors like us. So out comes the Gigawatt Havoc. We did manage to get off our Aurora Veil here, so our defences are pretty high. Let's see if we take this quite nicely or not. Take it with above 50% HP here. See, I'm really thinking that the Coco might not be invested that well. What did he bring? Anything that's weak to ice? Yeah, lots of things that are weak to ice. He's got the Buzzwole, which is weak to the Fairy type move, and the Salamence as well. I think we're just going to go for the Freeze Dry though. Yeah, so it was about 50%. Could it be bulky Coco? I'm not sure I've seen that either, to be honest. Take some damage there from the Hail. I think a Moonblast here will get the kill and potentially punish something else that wants to swap in. Yeah, well there's the Moonblast into the Coco. That should pick up the kill there, which it does. Perfect. We've got a few more turns of Aurora Veil left. So here's the Salamence. Salamence is 4 times weak to our Freeze Dry here. I don't know if it outspeeds. Ninetales is pretty fast. Let's hit the Freeze Dry. Hopefully we outspeed. He Mega Evolves. I'm not sure about. Yeah, he does outspeed here. Can we survive with the Aurora Veil up? We do not. We go down. He does get some damage from the recoil and from the hail. That was double edge, wasn't it? So I don't know if he's going to carry anything to be able to kill the Metagross. Maybe an Earthquake. Dragonite seems to be quite a good bet here. We have got the multi-scale ability, which will reduce the damage as long as we're at full health. What was the last mon on his team? He's got a Tapu Lele. If he wants to bring that in, then fair play to him. But I think I'm just going to go for the Z Devastating Drake here. I don't know if a Dragon Claw would kill normally, but I love the animation for the Dragonium Z anyway, so we're going to go for it. Oh, I love the little dance. I love the purple dragon that comes out here. Can you imagine though, like if you're battling this this dragon and he just fires off this huge like purple like Aerodactyl looking thing at you, you wouldn't want to be around. And there you go, Salamence goes down, no resistance at all. The hail stops, that's fine. Electricity disappears, also fine. Back to our basic boring battle background. Oh god, try saying that quickly. And he brings in the Buzzwole here. We have got the Zen Headbutt on our Mega-Metagross. And we've got the super effective Fire Punch here. I think we're just going to go for that now. We'll size up what he's going to go for to hit us with. Whether he's got a rock move or anything that might be super effective for us. He has got the Ice Punch, yeah. Well, fair play to him. That should bring out our... we survive. Jeez, man, yeah. See, if Buzzwole had attack EVs, that should 100% be killing us. Well, we'll just Fire Punch again. I can't believe we lived that. We're 4 times weak. And we snagged the burn here. We might even live this one. With our 3 HP. Nah, no way. So Dragonite goes down. That's absolutely fine. We're up against a burnt Boswell. His attack gets boosted. That's fine. He's burnt. He's got no HP. So I'm feeling pretty safe here to just bring in Metagross. We'll Mega Evolve. I mean, there's a huge chance that we could miss the Zen Headbutt. Does a Bullet Punch kill? Probably. I don't know. To be honest, he's burnt. I'm pretty sure we'll survive a hit here. And he just forfeits. Yeah, perfect. So we end our second episode here with a win, which is great. That puts us up to 3-2 on the record. 3-1 really, because the communication error doesn't really count as a battle in my eyes, at least anyway. So we're going to end off the episode there. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 2 of Race to Ratings. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys in the comment section.